Hey everybody, Evan Baumgartner here from Elliott Bay Hypnosis in Seattle, Washington. For those of you that don't know me, I am a board certified hypnotist, hypnosis trainer, and kinetic shift trainer. And I just want to take a little bit of time today and for all of the other hypnotists, hypnotherapists out there, give you some tips on how to have great remote hypnosis sessions. Now, the first thing is whatever platform you're using. I think a lot of people use Zoom. I do. It's easiest. I think the quality is great on it, but they change things. So if you're on a free plan, there's a 40-minute limit. If you are a professional hypnotherapist, get a paid plan. It's the number one thing you can do. You do not want to be constrained to that 40-minute limit. Right? You wanna be able to take your time with your clients, give them a good pre-talk, calibrate, make sure that they're on the same page, and then the important thing is don't rush the session, especially if you're doing the emotional detox technique. It's important to just let things run, let the client do what they need to do. Your job is to watch for the shift to happen, to be calibrated with them, to know where they are in the process, right? And this can be tough. You know, one of the hardest parts of this is teaching ourselves to just be quiet and let it happen. Let them do the work. And, we throw in some stuff every now and then to let them know that we're there, to make sure that they're going, to keep it going. But we don't need to constantly be talking. Their subconscious knows what to do. We are giving them the instructions and letting it do its thing. We're watching. We're facilitating, but they are the ones making the changes. They're the ones doing the work. We just need to shut up and let them do it, right? And now when we're doing a remote session on Zoom, it's a little trickier because we want to make sure that the connection is there. We don't want them all of a sudden not hearing us for a few minutes and thinking, "Oh, did the connection drop?" and opening up, stopping what they're doing. So when we're doing a Zoom session, we're going to chime in probably a little more than we would if we're doing in-person work, just because again, it's better for the medium to do that. So the client knows. So we're staying connected with them, but we're always watching. We're always seeing where they are in the process and letting them work through everything. So those are a couple of tips, but definitely and because of that, sessions can go long. You know, yeah, we love having short sessions, but sometimes they go longer. I like to chat with people. It builds rapport, but I'd like to make sure that the process is being demystified and I'm giving them things that can help them outside of the actual hypnosis session too. That's just my personal style is I'm probably going to have a longer session. I've had really short sessions and that's great. But for me personally, that's more of the exception than the rule. I don't watch the clock. So it's not something I'm going by. I'm going to watch it to make sure how long are we spending, but I'm when I say I don't watch the clock, I'm giving time in case it does go over. When I'm doing emotional detox, I don't really like to let them go for too long because there's only so much we can do in one session. But I remember one time I was doing one and there was a lot of trauma that was being released in the session. And that wasn't what we were there to work on. But I'm doing the emotional detox because we're going to empty the bucket and get that good ground zero so we can start building without all the shit that had been holding them back to begin with, right? And they open their eyes and they're just 1,000-yard stare off into nowhere. Now, the one thing we want to do is we don't want to push things. They're still processing. They're still releasing. Things are still happening once they've opened their eyes. That once we start that process, it's going for as long as it needs to go. And we want to let them do that and let the client react first. Don't jump in and say something. They'll go, wow. Then we can talk. But in the meantime, we just need to be patient. So I had this client opens their eyes, 1,000-yard stare, as everything was still processing. Now, for me, as a hypnotherapist, this was kind of scary, right? And I'm like, okay, what do I do? Because it was going on for a while. And it went for about like 20 minutes. Everything was fine. He's doing that. And then snaps out of it and blinks and goes, wow, I feel amazing. But I had to really control myself and restrain to not jump in and interfere with the process. So trust the process, trust the client, calibrate with them, know where they are, and be calm, be reassuring. Know that there isn't anything that you can't handle, and be prepared for the unexpected, but by staying calm and present in the moment with your client, you'll get them through that. And then they will have huge changes, major breakthroughs, and you'll get great results. It's just about taking your time, being patient, and not rushing things. And definitely get a paid plan so you don't have that Zoom counter putting the pressure on you to move things along when maybe they need a little extra time. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say for now. I hope everybody is having a great day. Take care, and I'll be seeing you.